Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. Today I wanted to tell you a little bit more about alcohol. There are a lot of different ways that I could come at this topic. I could talk about how it impacts your training and what are some ways to reset your body. I could talk about how to track it accurately so that if you did want to incorporate it regularly into your life, you could do so while still maintain your goals. And I could talk about a lot of different things with it, but today what I really wanted to focus on is we're coming up on a few holidays, and so most likely we will be having a couple of drinks here and there. I, again, don't recommend doing it regularly, but here and there is going to be okay. Your body will survive, you'll get back to what you need to. But how do we do that? Well, first we need to understand what alcohol does. When our body takes in alcohol, it creates an anti-poison, as you will. And it takes some of our electrolytes and micronutrients from our brain, and it creates this new compound that then attacks the alcohol. When it takes those little elements from our brain, that's what makes us gives us that drunk feeling, and then second gives us the hungover feeling. So, but also while it's taking care of that and it's creating that substance to fight the alcohol, it's slowing your metabolism down, and it's essentially pausing the absorption of nutrients, the repair of muscles, and the managing of all of those other things. So while we're in that drunk state, the good things that we've done for our body with exercise and nutrition are kind of on pause. Another element that we have going on is alcohol. When it finally makes it into our digestive system, it kills the little healthy bacteria that we have in there, and it creates an environment where bad bacteria tend to thrive. And even if we went right back into our healthy diet the next day, unless we used supplementation, it would take 3 to 6 days for those little bacteria, the good bacteria, to start coming back. And in that time frame, we are just struggling trying to get that back, recover from the hangover, get our mental acuity back, get our strength back, all of these different things. So I wanted to share with you some of the tips and tricks that I use in order to counteract some of the negative impacts that I've talked about of alcohol, and then get you back into the healthier version of you, the feeling good version of you, a little bit faster, okay? So the first thing that I do is I take care of the electrolyte needs. I replenish my body before I even go to bed with a few electrolytes. Those are BCAA drinks, coconut water, anything like Element. These products give you that boost of micronutrients that help supplement your brain and replenish some of the things that were used in order to process that alcohol. So they'll make you feel a lot better come the next day, and they'll make your brain work a lot better. The second thing that I do is I incorporate a probiotic rich item the following morning, and typically I do 2 doses of it that day, because when our body destroys when the alcohol destroys the microbiome in our gut and gives us bad bacteria, we need to replace it again with good bacteria. So adding a probiotic supplement at least once, hopefully twice the next day, will reintroduce that good bacteria into our system and help us restore that balance in our gut a lot faster. The other element that I deal with is inflammation. Alcohol causes your system to inflame a little bit, and so we always incorporate some omega-3s that are rich in EPA and DHA, simply because we want to give our body that boost of anti-inflammatory nutrients to help us deal with that inflammation and essentially rebalance. So 3 different ways we reset our system and get it back. Ooh, I forgot the most important one. Lastly is our metabolism. When our body is processing the alcohol, it sort of dampens all of the repair work that's going on, specifically the muscular development. It's actually called muscle protein synthesis that sort of slows down. And so the next morning, I always try and do a strength training workout or something that stimulates those muscles again, so that they can then be operating at that higher metabolic rate that I really like, that's fat burning and makes me feel a lot better. So you're welcome to do a lot of different things to deal with that. Those are just the 4 things that I really like. So we take an electrolyte, we take something that has probiotics in it, we increase our anti-inflammatory omega-3 based items, not NSAIDs, not over-the-counter anti-inflammatories, but a vitamin that gives us that anti-inflammatory element. And lastly, we strength train. the next day just to get our body reset and get it back to going, okay? So I hope this is helpful for you. I know the video is a little bit longer. If you have any questions, you can send them to me directly or leave them in the app.